Captain's Log. Stardate 48712.9. For the past few months, the Kobali have been fighting a losing war against the Vaadwaur, and now that the Alpha Quadrant Alliance has an easy method of travel to the Delta Quadrant, and the Kobali are now our allies, relief ships such as the Agamemnon have been sent to assist, and General Kunal of the Kobali Defense Force has asked us to brave the front lines and gauge the situation. Right. Energize! What? Why isn't it working? Lieutenant, report. Kolos reports that the transporter pad is offline and that according to his scans, it was disabled very recently. He says it seems there's a problem in the trenches. He says it looks like we're taking the long way to see Hanchon Jetanian. Well, it appears so. We'd better start walking to the city outskirts as soon as possible. Right. Let's move. Right, if my intel is correct, I believe the Hanchon's position is just across the bridge and to the right there, among those rocks. But if the Vaadwaur managed to get this close to the bridge and attack the battalion guarding it, then there must be a problem here. It doesn't look overrun. I'll find the Hanchon somewhere here.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Hanchon, I'm sure you're aware that the bridge was recently attacked, but wait, you're the General's son?
I am, although I understand your confusion. Kobali reproduce by reanimating corpses and then integrating them into our society. We're assigned to existing family groups who teach and care for us. My first life was a long one. I don't remember it, however. I am Kobali, and my father is a source of inspiration and wisdom for me. My people do not reproduce in what you would consider a normal fashion. Instead, we use a genetic virus to alter the DNA of corpses from other species, reanimating them and transforming them into Kobali. We call this process rebirth. The process takes several months. Afterward, a new Kobali is assigned to a family group who will help him or her adjust to our culture and learn our language. All memories of the Constaya or past life are left behind. It can be difficult to accept this new life, and my father was of great help to me during this time. Some Kobali cannot accept the change and flee to search for their former lives. In these cases, it's our duty to find these lost souls and help them return.
Why do you reproduce this way?
This is not something we normally discuss with outsiders. Suffice it to say, our ancestors experimented with forces they did not understand, and we were irrevocably changed by their folly. Faced with our own extinction, we found a way to survive. Now rebirth is the greatest gift we can give to the dead. Who wouldn't want a second chance at life?
I see. Oh, right, we had a mission. I'm sure you noticed the Vaadwaur attack force that destroyed the battalion guarding the bridge. The General assumed that you required assistance because you didn't notify us of the attack.
Yes, we have two problems. Our transporters in our forward base have stopped working, and troop morale is low after the last attack. Could you give us a hand by getting more soldiers back into the fight? I'm still looking into the issue with the transporters.
Understood, I'll see what we can do for the soldiers. Well, that explains why we weren't notified of the attacking force. Anyway, it looks like we're handling troop morale, except this time in the battlefield. Right, Commander Lieutenant with me. Listen to me, you're alright. The Vaadwaur force was repelled. You need to get back to the Hanchon's position. The attacking force was repelled. If you get back to the Hanchon's position, you'll be safe. Right. I believe this is the last survivor scattered by the Vaadwaur attack. The Hanchon's position is just past this building. You'll be safe there.
Thank you. The soldiers have been beaten down so much I can barely keep them going, but they seem bolstered by the outside help. We still have no idea what's disrupting our transporters. Maybe you can find something on the Vaadwaur or from any of their crates in that area.
Understood, Hantron. We'll see what we can find out here. Right, it looks like we're staying in the combat zone for a bit longer. Except we're getting deeper into it. Let's see what we can find, and let's see if we can get those transporters back online. If we can't, then the Vaadwaur will be able to attack again unopposed. Right, let's see what we can find. It looks like this is the front lines. Okay, right. Commander, Lieutenant, we need to break through the Vaadwaur lines and access one of their consoles or terminals or personal devices. Anything that can tell us how they're jamming the transporter and communication signals. Right. Let's move. Fire! More Vaadwaur, fire! This looks like an officer. I can almost guarantee that this one has a communications device. We should be able to find out what's happening from that one. But we're being flanked. Fire! Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I think I have what we need. Let's retreat. Bloody hell, let's get out of here. More Vaadwaur, let's get out of here. Bloody hell. Back to the lines. Bloody hell. Colors has analyzed the information we gathered, and he says that according to it, the Vaadwaur have placed transport inhibitors in the area to block the Kobali advance. Alright, send the data to the Agamemnon. Let's see if they can find out anything more. We need a way to disable those damned inhibitors. Right, Colors reports he sent the data, and he's received it back. He says the engineering team has found a wavelength our tricorders can emit to disable the inhibitors. We just need to get close enough to trigger it. Oh, well, I was hoping for something we could do from orbit, but I guess once more into the breach. Good work, Lieutenant. Let's go disable those beacons. Let's see if we can find a better way around this time. We might meet less resistance. Let's move. Right, it looks like this section is somewhat quiet. Looks like an excellent place to cross. Right, let's move. Right, I believe I see one of the transport inhibitors. There's undoubtedly some Vaadwaur nearby guarding it. Let's be careful. Right, I'm emitting the signal. Transport inhibitor offline. Oh, bloody hell, fire! This damn Vaadwaur platoon snuck up on us. Luckily, they're not nearly as well equipped as we are. They don't have personal shields, for example. Bloody hell. Right, let's keep looking for those transport inhibitors. I think I see another one. Looks like the Kobali have managed to flank the Vaadwaur position here. Well, that's looking good. Right, I'm deactivating this one as well. Fire! Right, we're slightly outnumbered. But once again, they're not equipped with personal shielding. Let's disable that transport inhibitor. I'll quickly before reinforcements arrive. Let's get back to the Hantron's position. Let's move. Looks like there's some Klingons here. Let's help them out. Bloody hell. Looks like we'll have to fight our way back to his position. Right, looks like we're breaking through this line again. Right, it looks like we've got some Kobali reinforcements here. Bloody hell. Colors is unconscious. No more Vaadwaur, though. Right, let's get back behind the lines. Let's move. Right, let's activate the transporters.
Captain Kim here. I need to speak to you as soon as you return to the city.
Understood, Captain. We'll head back as soon as possible. Right, it looks like we're headed back into the capital, and fortunately, because we activated the transporter, we don't have to go through enemy lines again. Right, let's hope we fix this correctly. Right, energizing. Right, let's head back to Captain Kim. I take it you found something, Captain?
I've been noticing something strange. When I first met the Kobali, they didn't seem to be a particularly religious people. Lindsay, Jedliah I mean, certainly didn't say anything about it. However, now, almost every Kobali I've met follows one creed, and there's a temple located just beyond the trenches. I've tried to find out more about their practices, but they keep telling me it's forbidden to share them with outsiders.
Fascinating. Well, perhaps this war between the Kobali and the Vaadwaur has to do with religion.
Maybe, but I don't remember the Vaadwaur having a particular belief system either. This may not be much, but I'll continue my investigations. Maybe this one is a dead end.
Keep at it, Captain. I feel like we're getting close. The Kobali don't strike me as a particularly religious people either, but I suppose appearances can be deceiving. But before we do anything else, I've received an urgent message from Commander Burgess that Voyager's EMH is requesting assistance in the Shenda system, and the Commander thinks that we should head there immediately to assist. And I would tend to agree. Once we're done with that, we'll return to the Kobali and see what else we can find. Agamemnon, 3 to beam up. Energize.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation.
Vaadwaur ships inbound. Evasive maneuvers.
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness.
As would I.
Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yes, I am, but I have found that such talks are best had on neutral grounds.
It's so good to see. Doctor, it's been 30 years.
Do you know why we fight the Kobali? Their world was once a Vaadwaur colony, and there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kobali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
The Kobali aren't willing to return the remaining tubes?
The Kobali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. The Vaadwaur have endured too much to make peace. You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
What the? Huh? Oh no. Bloody hell, a simple relief mission in the Shenda system turned into intense negotiations with Vaadwaur leadership and the murder of several Talaxian colonists. However, I think I found another piece to this puzzle. Gaul claimed that his people were being... well, that his people who were still in cryostasis were being held by the Kobali. I'll speak to Captain Kim about this. Captain, have you found anything new? I just had an unfortunate experience during negotiations with Vaadwaur leadership.
I've discovered a few interesting things that can help us with the Kobali. Do you have anything on your end?
Well, the Vaadwaur's leader, Gaul, claims that the Kobali have Vaadwaur stasis tubes and are holding them hostage.
What? Well, that makes complete sense, actually. Why else would the Kobali, nomads who roam the quadrant in search of bodies for rebirth, who can't reproduce without those bodies, suddenly decide to settle down on a planet? Unless there was a supply of bodies there. We have to confront Cannell about this. And Dralia needs to know too. This could be a way to end the war.
I agree, Captain, but there's no reason for us to believe that Gaul wasn't lying and just trying to sour relations between the Kobali and the Alliance. I think we need to find evidence of Gaul's claim.
You're right. We won't get anywhere without proof. I've been thinking. Our only way to find out what the Kobali are hiding is through the Vaadwaur. We need to find out where they're focusing their attacks, and then why. That may be able to shed some light on the situation.
Indeed, but there are some obstacles there. Do you know how the Vaadwaur communicate with one another in the field?
Yes. My crew was looking into why our signal jammers weren't working, and we found that the Vaadwaur have comm beacons in all of their camps that act as a miniature subspace array. They can't be jammed because they're shielded, and they provide all the Vaadwaur need for controlled, secure communications. Ingenious, really. I wonder if the Starfleet Corps of Engineers could whip up something like that for us. If B'Elanna were here, I'm sure she could. Anyway, if we could place a trace on one of the Vaadwaur beacons...
Then we'd have access to all of their communications.
Exactly. Once we find out where the Vaadwaur plan to attack, we can reinforce the Kobali and find out what, if anything, they're hiding. There are 4 communications arrays in the trenches area. Planting a trace on each of them should allow the engineers on your ship to spy on the Vaadwaur.
Understood, Captain. I'll handle the trace. Well, it seems like we're heading back into the field, this time to find out the truth about the Kobali's secret. Right, let's get back to the transporter pad and find one of these subspace transceivers. Right, let's head into the battlefield and keep an eye out for these transceivers. Let's move out. Right, if my tricord is to be believed, then this is the transceiver, but there's still some Vaadwaur to clear out here. Fire! Right, let's place a trace in this transceiver. My engineers estimated that it would take 3 traces on separate transceivers to get an accurate reading. Right, placing the first trace. Right, that's 1 down. Scanning for the next. In that direction. Right, the next transceiver is in this direction. It looks like a Kobali team is moving in. Let's move with them, and then we can split off and find that transceiver. Looks like we're gaining ground here. I don't see the Vaadwaur. Right. Way looks clear so far. I think I see another transceiver. And another Vaadwaur platoon. It looks like they transported out. Right, let's place a trace on this transceiver while we have a gap. Looks like the Kobali have dealt with the Vaadwaur for now. Oh, Vaadwaur, we placed the trace. Let's get out of here. Right, let's place the trace on that last transceiver and get the hell out of this battle zone. Let's move. Right, looks like we're going through. Let's keep moving. Damn it, Christ, we're deep in Vaadwaur territory. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Fire! Jesus. We're having to fight our ways to that last transceiver. Damn it, there's too many Vaadwaur. Let's retreat. We'll find another way around. Damn it, we're moving parallel to our target. We'll have to go into Vaadwaur territory at some point. But let's avoid that as long as we can. Well, by the looks of it, the Kobali-controlled areas are along this line. And our target is all the way there. Damn it. It appears we'll have to attempt to sneak through the Vaadwaur territory to get to our target without being killed. We'll break through here. Fire! Right, that's 1 down. This area is relatively lightly guarded. Right. Oh, there's another group there. See if we can avoid... Nope! Fire! Jesus. Right, let's get into the hills. Doesn't look like there's many Vaadwaur there. Let's move quickly. Oh, more! Fire! Bloody hell, there's not many areas here that are free of Vaadwaur. Right, let's keep moving. Christ, there's a Vaadwaur group there. And down there, Jesus. Looks like we're trapped between a rock and a hard place. Damn, we'll have to find a way around, or... They're not looking in this direction. We may be able to make a run for it. We'll have to move quickly. Right, move! Damn it. Christ, Christ. Bloody hell, we made it. Right, we found an area of relative calm. And I can see the transceiver there. Looks like there's a regular Vaadwaur patrol here. And a group there. If we can sneak through, then we might be able to plant a trace on the transceiver and get back without the Vaadwaur noticing. Right, let's get down into the trenches and, well, do our best. Oh, I'm detecting another Vaadwaur group to the left there. But that's our transceiver. Bloody hell. Right, let's start with this group here. Oh, fire! Bloody hell, we'll have to fight our way through to that transceiver. Right, fire! Bloody hell! Oh, Christ! Right before they send in reinforcements, planting the trace now! Right, let's find a place to hide and we'll send these findings back to the ship. Right, this looks like a relatively quiet place. Right, let's hold here for a while. Blibbering into Agamemnon, the trace is in place. I'm setting the frequency to you now. Agamemnon reports that the Vaadwaur discovered the trace and it was cut short. But they found out that the Vaadwaur's tactical plans seem to revolve around the temple, not the city itself. They say, according to this, there's a large sealed door that they have been unable to break through, until now. Agamemnon reports that they're planning a large assault on the area soon. Thank you, Agamemnon. Connect me to Captain Kim. He needs to hear about this.
Your timing is impeccable. A large squad of armed Kobali just left, but they wouldn't say where they were going. Did you find any information?
Yes, Captain. The trace revealed that the Vaadwaur are planning assault on the Kobali temple, not the city.
The temple? That must be where the Kobali are going. We have to help the Kobali defend that temple. Afterwards, maybe we can get a look inside. That could be where the Vaadwaur stasis pods are.
Agreed, Captain. I'll take my team to the temple to support the Kobali. Well, it appears that before we can get answers from the Kobali, we have to help them hold their temple. If the temple falls, I fear that so may the planet. Right. Let's get to the temple, let's move out!